Let's have an inner body experience. Let's feel what it feels like just to be loved. Slowly drifting away, slowly drifting away. Living in our true human nature, reconnecting to Mother Nature, staying true to who we are. How do we reconnect to Mother Nature? How do we stay true to who we are? How do we connect to our divine feminine nature? Hey, if you're here right now receiving this message, trust that the universe is using me as a tool to deliver yet another wonderful, powerful, inspirational, motivational message to you guys today. And today's message will be a powerful one. So you would definitely want to stay tuned until the end of this message. Before I dive into this message, today is a brand new day. Today, it's a brand new day. And someone say it with me. You know what I'm gonna say. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. Wouldn't have it any other way. There's so much to be grateful for. The simplest of the simplest of things in life, hey, are all that you ever need to be grateful for. This is why I'm grateful every day. I live a simple lifestyle. Like really, a simple lifestyle. I find beauty in the simplicity in things. I find beauty in being able to just be free, to be who I am. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful just to be able to come out here in the heart of nature and raise a frequency every day. Every day I'm grateful for this. You know, I'm grateful that I'm being of service to somebody today. I don't know, whoever it is watching. You know, whoever it is picking up the frequency from a mile away. You know, I'm grateful for that. I am grateful that the universe has made my life special. Hey, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for life itself. Grateful for the breath that I have to be able to breathe. Enjoying the gift of you now. What are you grateful for? Ask yourself that question today, on this beautiful Saturday. Submerge yourself in that gratitude and give thanks today if you're receiving this message. Just give thanks. But enough of that. I could talk about gratitude all day, by the way. Well, let's dive into how to connect to divine feminine nature within you. What is the divine feminine nature? What is the divine feminine energy? The divine feminine energy is your love. It is the nurturer of your soul. It is the healer. It is the source of knowledge and wisdom. The divine feminine energy is this chill, laid back energy. Tranquilo. That's what the divine feminine energy is. It's a very chill, relaxed, tranquilo energy. This is why when you observe nature, you see how relaxed nature is. You see how balanced nature is. That doesn't mean that you can't shake some shit up. No. The divine feminine nature is also very, chaotic at times too also. Not in a way where it's blatantly negative, but it's also a necessity to balance off the planet. This is why, yet again, even the divine feminine nature has negativity to do with it. It is the energy, yet again, that balances the planet. Whereas the earth itself has negative ions in it to help us detox our bodies. This is why, yet again, we need to always come into the heart of nature and do some grounding. As loving as that energy is, as powerful as that energy is, the only way that you can tap into that is through your feeling. You see, many of us want to have an outer body experience. This is why a lot of people are behind substance abuse. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just explaining to you guys why you guys chase after those things. Example like weed or things like alcohol or even, other enhancers. These things make you feel that tranquilo or that chill vibe. These things make you feel on that high vibe. But what this does is it suppresses your emotions, really. It doesn't actually bring out that feminine side of you. It brings out a more suppressive, depressing side of you. And it's in bringing that side out you begin to really and truly understand that it doesn't matter how much you drink or how much you smoke or whatever it is you do, when the high wears off, everything that you drink to try to get rid of still there. It's in tapping into the divine feminine nature. You truly begin to heal yourself from those pains, from those parts of yourself that you're running away from. Example. When I first started, tuning into my feminine nature, a lot of emotions arise within me in a way where I cried a lot. A lot of emotions arise also where I got angry a lot also. A lot of emotions arise yet again with things that I was guilty about. But it caused me to, reflect on me. It caused me to truly and truly dive into the deep shadows of me. And this is why I say the feminine energy can be seen as negative in a way, because it forces us to reflect on who we are on a soul-based level, on a deep level. It forces us to let go of things that we get so accustomed to holding on to. So some people might see that as negative, but it's not negative really. Because true strength is not how much you could hold on to, but how much can you let go of. You see, many of us know about the masculine energy. We've been taught that from small. The masculine energy is the logical thinking mind. The masculine energy, we know about this. We know what that is. It's the logical thinking mind. It's the energy of building. It's the energy of protection. It's the energy of structure. Masculine energy is there for the building aspect. So a male who's in his masculine energy, is very powerful, very strong, very driven, very motivated, building structure, stability, all of the material things. But if he's disconnected from the feminine energy, then you won't be able to really and truly get vulnerability. You won't be able to get true genuine love, true genuine feelings, true genuine authenticity, because yet again, you're only in the masculinity, you're only in the logical thinking mind. So I say to you, the person receiving this message, if you're receiving this, how to tune in to the feminine energy of you, and why would you want to do this, is because this balances you off. Life is about balance. Not because you're a man mean that you're not supposed to be tuned into your feminine nature. Most of our men out there are suffering right now because the system has taught us that, hey, we're not supposed to be soft. We're not supposed to be gentle. We're not supposed to be in our feminine nature. No. System has taught us that. So men really out there in the system cannot portray any any type of weakness. They need to always have an image that they're strong, that they have everything worked out, when really and truly, and actually tuning into the inner feminine nature, it's the opposite. It's your most vulnerable state. It's your most open state. But what that does, it shows how strong you truly are. Being able to be vulnerable, being able to be open, has shown me so much times that this is the true strength. Because we could mask, we could live in our minds, in our masculinity, and suppress ourselves, but that doesn't do any good for us. This is why we need to reconnect to the inner feminine nature within us. We need to stay connected to that feminine nature, because this is how, yet again, we balance ourselves. This is how we grow. This is how we live our life that we can actually truly be happy. This is how I'm able to just be happy every day, because every day I balance my masculine and feminine energies within me. Balance that. I do exercise, rough, rigid exercising, and I do things like yoga. I do things like writing, singing. I do things like swimming, just lying there, just being, connecting to consciousness. I always conscious, but just deepening the connection to it, continuously practicing it. Because really and truly, it's in being in these states, it's in practicing, balance within yourself, balance within your life, heals you. So never think that you know everything. Is what I always tell myself, never think that you reach a certain stage and you can't go any further. No. You can always further expand. Perfect example, like me yesterday. I end up having a little conversation with some older guys yesterday, and listening to them speak, I was like, these guys just either living in the past, or they focus on how much more money or whatever it is, or what the next generation gonna do. Or that is the focus. They're just talking about the next generation, or the next generation this, the next generation doing that, the next generation doing this. And I just listening to them while in the mix of them. And in that whole scenario, my observation, I was like, why them playing the blame game on the next generation, this, the next generation, that? Because really and truly, they had just as much part to play in the upbringing of the next generation. Like, who all I think we learn from? Where all I think we get it from? So, seeing also how they're operating and functioning, especially like with the drinking, was like, we're talking about the next generation, this or drinking and doing all of that, and we're doing it. Just showed me yet again more confirmation of why it's always to keep an open mind, but keep discerning who it is that, you know, you're listening to, because not just because somebody's an elder, not just because somebody maybe age 80, 90, whatever it is, means that they know everything, No, they don't. That being said, still keep an open mind though. This is what I do. But anyways, enough of that. Back to the feminine energy. I realized that they weren't tuned into their feminine nature. I realized that these older heads that I was in that little mix was just focused on logical thinking, these realities, and I was like, damn. Okay. So in that mix, it influenced me today to come to talk about, why it's important for us, the newer generation coming up, to always be in tune to our feminine nature, but balancing our logical thinking minds, because really and truly we need to build the structures in our life. We need to have what we need for ourselves so that we can be in the right place to accumulate or to stand firm for our family, and for ourselves first. And this is why I say to you, yes, we keep an illogical mind. Yes, we're making sure we have that balance in the mix. But don't get drained out in illogical thinking mind. Because in me seeing where that has ended up, and where it has led people to, it wasn't beneficial for us. It still isn't. In that mentality, you see how much people get so engrossed in it to the point where they don't even know what feeling truly feels like. I even overheard a simple conversation with them too, where he was talking about, he bought a polar bear for his friend, and his friend was drinking the polar bear, but he couldn't finish drinking the polar bear, and he was like, he didn't feel like good drinking it, so he stopped drinking. And then his friend was like, well, I forget why we even drinking in the first place. The main point is to not feel good. Like, what? Now, I've been there and I understand that. I understand what it feels like. I understand what that felt like. This is why I had was to let go of alcohol. This is why I had was to let go of those addictions, because it didn't help. What truly helped me was tuning into my feminine nature. That's what helped me. And now that I have this, now that I'm tuned into this is what helps me to be so comfortable within my own skin. Feeling whatever emotion and not viewing it as good or bad, because I know it's just, energy in motion. That's what your emotions are. But you see, we view it as bad, we view it as a negative, we view it as something that is not what we want to be feeling, because we have been taught that. But when you come to this realization that I've come to, it's just energy in motion, and it's whatever you perceive the energy to be. If you perceive the energy to be bad, well, then the energy will be bad. But if you perceive it to be, it is what it is, it's just energy, you allow the energy to flow and just breathe through it. This is what I do. I just breathe through these energies now. I just breathe through, like, if the feeling of anger arises, if the feeling of sadness arises, I just breathe through them. And if I feel like breathing is not enough, and I feel to talk about it with somebody, I might just talk about it with somebody. I might just explain why it is I might be feeling this way also. But I know it's because of my thoughts that is creating the emotional feeling within myself. So this is how I balance knowing the logic and also knowing the feminine nature of the feeling energy within is actually me controlling it, but not in a way where I am suppressing it, in a way where I am allowing it, but staying in control of how it flows throughout my body. Staying consciously aware of my thoughts towards the emotions. This is how I allow it and stay in control. Balance the feminine nature and the masculine nature. The divine masculine is when a male has his feminine nature balanced together as one whole. The divine feminine is a woman who has her masculine and feminine energy together as one, able to be whole, none fighting to suppress or oppress the other. The feminine nature not trying to dominate the masculine nature, and the masculine nature not trying to dominate the feminine nature. Feminine nature fueling and supporting with all the emotions and all the energy from within, fueling the masculine nature to build, create, express, and lead. That's what the feminine nature does. And that's what it has done for my life. That's what it has done for me. And I know it can do the same for you, person receiving this message. So today, tap into your feminine nature. Know that is a side of you that you have been suppressing, whether it be in distracting yourself from watching countless TV, playing countless video games, listening to rough music all the time just because you want to be tough, or smoking, drinking, etc., etc. To shift into your feminine nature, listen to frequencies like 432, 528, natural frequencies, of the planet. Listen to, more music that speaks to the soul, soft, tranquilo, cello, violin, banzuri. These are some great influences on the divine feminine nature within us. I listen to these things every day, And next thing also, hey, come out into the heart of nature. I say this every day because it's that important. It's that important to come out into the heart of nature. Nature is the greatest healer. It will always be the greatest healer. The energies in nature, it's just so powerful that if you was feeling off coming into nature, by the time you leave, you feel way lighter. You feel way more airy. And today is Saturday. Find some time for you to come out into the heart of nature. Balance off the masculine energy within yourself and the feminine energy. Reconnect to the truth of who you are. The both must work together as one. Together as one. You know what I'm saying? This is how you tune in to the divine feminine nature within you. Simple. But it requires work, it requires effort, it requires bravery. Be brave enough to tap into your emotions. Be brave enough to dive deep in and begin to feel again. Person receiving this message. I know a lot of us has been heartbroken. A lot of those past traumatic experiences that we have encountered, we may not want to relive those feelings, we may not want to go into those feelings, but I say to you, go into it, because this is how you begin to release it. True strength, my friend, is how much can you let go today? How much can you let go of today? Take time to just forgive and let go. And when I'm talking about forgiving, I'm not talking about forgiving others. I'm talking about forgiving yourself for allowing them to hurt you, for allowing them to do what they did to you. Forgive yourself, because this is how you forgive them. Forgiveness is never for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. This is why I always forgive myself. For anything that I have done, for anything that I have allowed myself to, do, get hurt in the mix for, I forgive myself for those things. I don't blame anybody, I don't play the victim. No, I'm the hero. So be the hero in your life. Don't blame them for the choices that you make within your life. No. But reflect on your traumatic experience and heal from it. Learn from the lesson and set boundaries and not allow those things to happen again. Simple. But yet again, as I said, it's not easy though. So, just know momentum and taking it one step at a time, you will be healed. You will. Be consistent. Slow and steady wins the race. Now, when things happen to me, I don't hold on to them. Nope. I just be like, alright, I vent it out. Feel what I had to feel. And let go. If it bother me, to the point, whoever it is that it come from, I deal with them directly. I deal with things in the present moment. Living in the present moment has taught me, to deal with things in the present moment. Somebody do me something in the present moment, I deal with them in the present moment. I'm not gonna wait until a week pass, 3 days pass, 4 days pass, a day pass, 2 days pass, then to come and deal with them. No. I'm dealing with them in the present moment. This is how I also stay balanced. This is how I also keep rechecking and, refreshing myself. Every day I refresh myself, because every day is a new day. Every day is a new light. So every day ought to be brand new, fresh again. Do over again, repeat and replenish and recycle and, bring forth brand new energies for today, because every day we are intaking brand new energies, we are ascending every day. We are changing in every way. Even self, you may think you're not changing. We are changing. We are changing internally. We are changing physically. We are changing externally. The things around us in our environments is changing. We are always constantly changing. I say to you also, if you've made it this far, and next way to tap into the divine feminine nature too, be around people who in that nature, so you can see what it looks like, so you can understand what it is that you are looking for to be around people in that divine feminine nature, that tranquilo, chill, loving, gentle vibe, so you can know what it looks like. You gotta be around people that always suppressing themselves, always smoking, always drinking, always like, nah, because then you're not getting a good example. You're not getting a good, depiction of what it may be, But most importantly, even self, it's not just about, observing or looking at others' face. It's really and truly mostly about you. But yet again, being around others who are in that nature can help you find it within yourself. So, spend time with those who you see in tune to themselves, really and truly following their passions, creating stuff within their life, because most of the people who are in tune with their feminine nature are creating in life. They're always creating, they're always in that readiness to create new for themselves, create new for their life. They're always in that. They don't just stick in the same thing. No, it's always looking for a creative solution for their life. So it's the next way to know when someone is in their divine feminine nature, when someone is tuned in to the truth of who they are, balancing in this world. If you've made it down this far, hey, and I've helped you in any way, form, or fashion today, tap that like button, share this. Someone else out there, you need to hear this. Give thanks for receiving this message. Give thanks if you are aligned to this message. Hey, one love to the person receiving this message. Have a beautiful, wonderful, majestic day today. I'm out. Until tomorrow.